Thank you for joining Eileen's Bowling Buddy Skills Training. This training is for both coaches and bowlers alike looking to improve their game. Part 1, Balance and Alignment. In this lesson, we'll be looking at balance positioning, keys to alignment. We'll also analyze how the pros are positioned and aligned, and introduce you to skills that will help you improve your balance and positioning.
How many of you fall when you walk? What? Oh my God, I'm falling again. We don't do it. So why do we do it when we bowl? 90% of the people fall off their shot. Why? They haven't trained themselves. They think they can walk, but they haven't learned to crawl. We're going to teach you to crawl first, then we walk, then we run with style. Okay, so the balance position. What we want to do is just stand here nice and easy, a little bend, my shoulders over, and just bring your leg back. Make it nice and comfortable. When you can get in this nice, comfortable position, that's your balance spot. You're having to move around. It's different for everybody. I have different weight here. And we'll talk about our tilt later, but as far as just our balance, we want to find our balance position. So what I did, I found an escalator when I was at the World Series. And I didn't realize how important balance was. So I rode the escalator like this. And if I touch the rails, it's the one at the World Series, so it's like almost 2-3 flights up, you know. If you touch, you got to do it again. And I got to go down and do it. Believe me, my leg was killing me. But all of a sudden I started posting. I don't fall off shots anymore because I've trained myself. This is our swing trainer. Once we get our nice balance position, I want you guys to think about one thing too. Before we talk about our balance. The gal from 1930 is like this, professional. Okay? 1930. In her dress. Nice dress. Now we go to 1960. Why did we go backwards? Why are we teaching this? You ever seen a baseball pitcher pitch like this? Doesn't work. We have to be athletic. They have to open up and use the chain reaction of our body, the kinetic chain. It's a chain of events. For a pitcher, it starts on that little toe. It works all the way through my body, through here, to my arm, to my fingertips. And there's the crucial moment. We're just setting ourselves up for that moment. It's a chain reaction. We've been taught to go like this. We don't want to do that. We want to teach you guys to engage. You're a balance pole. Okay, you know that guy that walks over the Grand Canyon? You see him do this? No, it's perfectly balanced. That's all you are. You're a balance pod. Wherever you go, we've learned to balance. This is abnormal. Seriously. If we train ourselves, it's not that you don't. Earl Anthony, right out here, he's my hero. How much better could he have been if he learned some more athleticism of what they needed to do to make things better, okay? We want you guys to be more athletic and to be in those positions to be able to deliver more repetitively with power. That's how you win. So, what I do with our pin here, it's very critical when we're working with our balance and our swing. We don't want this thing swinging around. You don't want this movement. You don't want to twist it. All we want to do is let gravity work it. Gravity brings it here. Gravity brings it here. Gravity wins. This is a pendulum. This doesn't. This is non-repetitive. What I want you to do is we're going to find our balance position and we're going to start swinging some things real quick, but then what I want you to do is to be able to eventually bring your foot up, holding it, which makes it really difficult, and be able to do this. I want you to be able to do this 5 minutes a day if you can. You do that, you're going to build that leg stronger. You get to relax. It's actually hard. You guys will find it easier. My 21-year-old did it like it was nothing. But for us, it gets harder and harder. So, all right, so let's start working on that. Let's get into our balance positions. Can you lift your legs just a little? There you go. Just start slowly working them up. You should be able to sit there and have a cup of coffee watching 5 minutes. Seriously. Think how much better you are if you do this. This is training. Right, because we haven't trained for it. But now you're training for it. So then, we add a swing trainer. What you guys start doing with that. Like keeping that foot up a little bit. You don't always have to. The foot up takes it to a different level. We want to make things hard on us. Training should not be easy. We want to make it hard so that you overcome things. Every one of these swings, it takes 3,000 repetitions to change an action. We just did 20. Okay, imagine how many bowling balls you have to roll. Well, 3,000 of them to change an action. That's a lot. This you can do at home. Every time you do that, we're training. We're training that motion. We're training our body. We're training movements. Now, we're going to give a balance pod. And we have our balance pods here. We have one more. And now we get to do them with our balance pod. So just left foot on it, same thing. It's amazing, just so you guys know how much more difficult this is. Those watching, this is tough.
It's not tough and not easy.
These are some of the best college bowlers in America, just so you know. So while you guys are doing that, we'll talk about what do the pros really do? What makes them magical? This is what I think they do, and everybody has their own opinions. I think they're very balanced. If you talk, timing is a matter of balance. Even if my timing's off and I get there way early, if I'm balanced, I can let it still come back. I can rush things and try to get it off earlier as long as I'm balanced. So timing to me is a balance issue. Literally every good bowler bowls with their ball below their shoulder. The reason is, when I'm underneath here, it's rather easy. If I'm trying to pick up a bowling ball out here, look how hard that is. Ugh, that hurts. It's killing my back. Right here, look how easy it is. This is our easiest spot. This spot underneath, I now have about 1 inch or 2 inches of mistake room. Every degree you go out here, there's nothing. There's no mistake room. How can you get around and manipulate a ball out here? You can't. There's only one. You're going to adapt. Here I can do everything. Everything from underneath. So it has to be underneath your shoulder. The hand needs to be behind the ball. I will tell you, after watching, everybody says that pros have their fingers on the inside of the ball. Absolutely not true. Half of them come off the outside of the ball. Put their hands behind the ball so that they can get that repetitiveness and power. Almost every good bowler is at a 40 to 45 degree tilt. If we're up too much, it's very tough to repeat. If we get too low, I think you can still repeat. I think it's really difficult on your body and you're going to hurt yourself. So that's why we want to get away from that of going too much forward. One of the biggest things, and they showed this with Sean Rash on that ESPN special, which was awesome. As we come in, we have to use a knee flex. I just told you there's 1,000 to 1,400 pounds of pressure on your knee. You need a shock absorber. They will tell you this is how we transfer our power to our ball. That's true, because you're allowing that shock absorber I don't want your knees destroyed. I want you guys bowling forever. That's why we need to have that flex and finish ahead for a shock absorber and keep that knee in shape. And then we also, they try to get, since we're underneath our shoulder, we're going to be right next to our foot when we bowl. So that's pretty obvious as well. Other than that, they all do different things. Tom Smallwood has his thumb in only this far. He carries the ball. Whoomp, and then it's awesome. That's his uniqueness. There's nothing wrong with it. Pete Weber, they always talk about how he's beside it. That's his magic. And it's just that he's able to get that off so perfectly and see those angles and repeat it. He's not powerful. That guy is just magic. What I found while I was doing some line drills, and I was videotaping myself, and I did it just directly behind, put the camera there, I was shocked. Literally shocked how much I varied. This is off just the line drill. My arm's coming this far over each time, all around. We have no idea how much we vary. You're going to find out right here. Idea behind this alignment and slot trainer, this will fit a bowling ball or the power trainer. You have about half an inch to an inch on each side. This is one of the best bowlers around. It shows how much variance we actually have when we swing things.
Yeah, about that one.
Once you learn to do this, and we're going to take this to a higher level where you walk and you start swinging these things through there, if you can do this, you'll be able to beat the pants off anybody.
As far as balance and alignment, me personally, I think getting yourself into the perfect position that you can repeat the straight arm swing from your pivot point on your shoulder is the most key thing that you can do. Because we don't want consistency, we want repeatability. And if you can keep this arm motion in a straight line, you're going to hit your target more time than not.
If I'm pointed over here, it's tough to do it right there. So if these are the pins, and I'm aligned perfectly to you, I can line my arm to you, I can line my fingers to you. Okay, so that works really well for Austin, because he's young, athletic, and he hasn't had this and this going. So for me, it's difficult. I'll start hitting, even when I try to get myself out of the way, it's just more difficult. You do not have to be like this. We can open up just a little bit. We can change that just a touch to allow yourself to get that room of your ball by. The more you do align and stay repetitive, the better you can do, but we have to get you aligned to where it works for you. Balance is such a key. Work on that every day, every day, every day, every day.
Eileen's Bowling Buddy would like to give a very special thank you to Al Henderson, Austin Martin, Christian Gurney, and Kelly Skalaki, as well as Seminole Lanes in Florida for hosting our recent camp. For more info on our tools and coaching, stop by our website or give us a call. See you next time on Eileen's Bowling Buddy Skills Training Series.